Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Well, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up early before work, so I thought, why not play some crawl? I don't know what to do. Let's do a wanderer. I feel like playing a bit of a challenge run right now. Kobold wanderer or gargoyle wanderer, I'm thinking. Maybe draconian. No, let's do a draconian wizard. Let's think of a good name. Ithis the Draconian wizard. And this is an unrecommended run. Excellent. Draconians make very good wizards, even though they are not recommended. I'm going to turn off everything except conjurations. We'll leave spellcasting for now. It's imperative we get our conjurations up, but Draconians are fairly forgiving since they have decent hit points. Oh, there's a buckler. I don't much care for the removal of the racial weapons. I thought it added some... Ow. I thought it added some good flavor to the game. I'm just going to have to run away until I heal up. I'm not sure what sort of club he has, but it's deadly. Oh, he got me. I really would have liked to see how enchanted that club was. Let's try that again. Okay, off we go. A little more careful this time. I was on elf mode there. And I thought I could just blast away and have my magic dart work all the time. Apparently it's at a 12% failure. So we're going to have to be careful. But Draconians make good wizards. They have a decent hit point pool, which makes them fairly forgiving. And also you get a little bit of randomness with the color. That will buff certain attributes of yours and give you a breath attack too. That's at level 7. Let's see if we can get there. Oh, the sword is pretty decent. I'm using half magic dart, half sword here. We're only at 2.7 skill level. We'll get it up to about 5 before turning something else on. And I think I'll probably go with Vehement this run. I've sort of made up with Vehement a little bit lately. Especially for, raise intelligence here, especially for a non-elf character. His wizardry bonus comes in really handy for somebody like a Draconian or Gargoyle, somebody who doesn't have a great affinity for magic. There we go. If there was a secret door, that's a good place for it. But they took those out of the game too. I think they could have made secret doors a little better. I read one post, I'm not sure where it was, that Linley should come back and take over Dungeon Crawl again. I think the devs are doing a pretty good job, but I don't know. I don't mind each change in the game. You can always go back and play the older ones if you want. And it sort of keeps it fresh. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Conjuration's at 3.6, magic dart's probably 3/4. Might be time to memorize Mephitic Cloud and Blink, and I think that's all we can do for now. Next is Conjure Flame. We could get Call Imp, but we'll wait for Conjure Flame, and that's more than likely all I'll need. Let's also train up Air Magic a little bit. And I eagerly await to see what sort of breath attack, what sort of color will turn into at level 7. Okay, that's level 2 done. Down to level 3. Grab ourselves a wand. It's always nice to have some extra options. I find when I play a race other than an elf or a wizard, just be a little more careful about what you're doing. Always have a little more of a backup. As an elf, you don't really need that much more of a backup, but as a Draconian, you know, your spells might not always work so well. +0 pair of gloves. One of the downsides of the Draconians is you can't wear helmets, I believe, or armor. So that takes away 2 slots where you could have a resistance. Oh good, we got intelligence on our 4th level. That will help. And let's memorize Conjure Flame while we're at it. And we should be alright, except Mephitic Cloud is a little unreliable at the moment. But that's okay. We will make do. My last 3 videos were flagged for music, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do for this one. YouTube is getting pretty bad. I mean, I have a great deal of music which I actually have the rights to, but YouTube still flags it, which I find incredibly annoying, and I don't want to go through the whole process of arguing with YouTube bots about how I have a legitimate license to use the music. Let's just run away. We're starving now. Let's eat a bread ration and choose a different staircase. Air magic is at level 3, so let's increase intelligence there. Turn off air magic, turn on spell casting. If our magic dart is indeed maxed out, which it isn't, we'll turn on translocations too. And we're going to turn off conjurations once our magic dart is maxed out. Let's try on the ring right now. Let's see how many scrolls we have. That's enough to almost ensure we have a remove curse. And here come the curses. Both of them. That's most likely a hunger. Yep. Let's go find that remove curse. Teleportation. That could have been bad. Enchant weapon. Well, let's enchant the sword. We're not married to short swords here as a Draconian. We could use more or less any weapon we want, I believe. Let's just take a look. Yeah, they're all 0. Also, fighting gets a +1 bonus, which is nice. It will add to our hit point pool. We've got 45 hit points already, and we're on what, level 6. I think a high elf would have, well, considerably less. Remove curse. There we go. Let's get rid of these rings. Oh, Noel Shaman. Die. We almost walked right into a halberd there. We don't want to do that. Let's be careful. Just because we have more hit points does not mean we're indestructible. And we're out of magic, so let's go back upstairs. So things I wouldn't ordinarily do for a caster, I will do with a Draconian, like Veomet, Rings of Wizardry and Magical Power come in handy. Certainly anything to boost intelligence comes in handy too. Oh, we're poisoned badly. Well, we'll try H here. Agility. We'll try N. Curing. There we go. It's not too difficult to find your cure poison spells. Potions. Sometimes it'll give you a little bit of a... I think I've gotten to the lair entrance and only had one cure poison. But that's rare. Usually you can take a chance on it. This guy hits rather hard. Let's Mephitic him again. Oh, we got confused a lot there. Let's run away. Luckily there's a staircase right here. Up we go. And I'm also sorry, video production has been fairly slow lately. I started a new job, and it's taken a lot of my time and energy. Curse having to work for a living. I would much prefer to live in a barrel in the market like Diogenes. Now let's just take a look at this. I've never really had a successful air mage up and running. I've never tried Conjure Ball Lightning. It looks like a very interesting spell. I have tried Airstrike a few times, and it's not a bad spell. However, there's absolutely nothing visual about it. You simply move the cursor over the enemy and just execute it. Nothing happens other than damage is taken. However, it is smite targeting. But the reason why I'm looking is because we might change into a color which has an affinity for air magic. In which case, it might be worth looking into. We want to play to our strengths here. Here's the halberd guy. Oh, he hit himself. Good. I think. I actually don't know how he died. And looks like we are an ice mage. Interesting. Waves of freezing cold. You can buffet flying creatures when you breathe cold. Icy white scales are hard. Your flesh is cold resistant. Alright, so usually Draconians have a weakness to cold, and now suddenly we don't. Which is a nice bonus. Let's see what the frost does. I've never used a Corona. Did he die? No. Let's hit him with a mephitic cloud. Okay, that's not working. There we go. This guy's proved to be very troublesome. He must die. There we go. Looks like he picked up and was wearing the Ring of Hunger as well. Serves him right. Alright, I don't think I've ever been a white Draconian before. Immolation, magic mapping, and fear. I really should have made myself a coffee before I started this. It's one of those nights where I just woke up and I don't think I'm going to be able to go back to sleep. And I'm just going to have to suffer through the day. Since I'm not wearing armor, I'm not too concerned about taking acid damage there, having my equipment corroded. And I didn't use my sword. Though, thinking about it now, we should change the sword for something a little more aggressive, perhaps. Maybe a pole arm. Maybe I should go get that halberd. Well, let's go check it out. Knowing my luck, it'll be cursed, but I bet you it is cursed. Oh, halberd of dragon slaying, that's not too bad, okay. Actually, I don't think halberds are very good. I know one of the polearm weapons is not very good. It doesn't seem terrible. Let's try it out on the worm. Well, that worked fairly well. A lot better than the short sword. Might as well keep it for now. It's not going to be our main method of attack anyway. Might be time to turn these off. We'll get some dodging and fighting and continue to train spellcasting. Actually, we'll just train one at a time, I think. Spellcasting only at 4 makes me a little uncomfortable. Let's make him do the flame dance. Oh, he's a crafty one. And this halberd is doing great damage. I should use pole arms more often. Let's grab the any precious armor we can, put it on. Since our options are severely limited. I was kind of hoping that frost breath would kill him, but it didn't seem to do very much at all, actually. And that was a very small level of the dungeon. Something's awfully suspicious about this. All 3 stairways up are present, and down there's only one. I haven't seen one of these cut-off dungeon levels in a while. And I'm fairly pleased they're still in here. So we're going to have to go back up. And we are on dungeon level 7 without finding a god yet, which is a little bit disturbing. So let's hope the temple is up there. There we go. Uh-oh. But we are resistant to cold, so we can fight him, hopefully. Let's try T, resistance. That will kind of help. I just want a little more mana, or a little more health. And it strikes me that we were taking a little too much. Look at this crowd of enemies here. Let's just back off. I've never seen anything like this on dungeon level 6. What? An orc knight? Come on. Let's see what we can do to him. We'll try this wand first of all. Confusion, no, that didn't work. We might as well fight him in the doorway here. Get him on a flame cloud. Start chopping with our halberd. There we go. Okay, let's just carefully see who's remaining. We're going to have to take a step towards him. And hopefully catch him with a mephitic cloud. Ow, that hurt a lot. And it doesn't seem to be working. I don't really like my chances here. I'll try a scroll of fog to block line of sight. I'm not sure if that will work. Okay, at least he missed. I'll try and hit him with another mephitic cloud, but if 2 didn't work... Oh, there we go. And now let's just back off. He's too dangerous. There better be something good in here after all this. I want to save my mana for continual confusions here. So we'll just evoke the halberd. Oh, where did he come from? I don't want him to accidentally run into me. There we go. Level 9, let's get some intelligence up. And let's dine on his succulent flesh. There's more of them. I am really curious to see what's in here, so I do not want to die. Should be more as well. I knew he was around somewhere. Let's blink. Hit him with some cold, which again does absolutely nothing. Ow. Rest up. Kill the imp. Okay, we'll get the gold. And what could possibly be at the end of this? Huh. That's it, huh? Let's go up, blink a couple times, confuse him. And after about 1,000,000 magic darts, still not dead. Let's try that dire flail here. Remove the curse. Wield the dire flail of protection. That's not bad. I've never really liked flails though. I think they're very strength dependent weapons. I just always seem to miss a lot whenever I try to use them. And that goes for pretty much all maces, I find. Okay, let's try and use our breath attack a little more here. Here's a good place for it. Okay, we did some damage there. Let's confuse them all. And set up some flames. A white ugly thing, these are cold. Okay, so I can't use my breath attack here. What I can do is blink to one of the worst positions possible. At least I'm resistant to them. Oh, another centaur. Okay, we're getting out of here. Finally. Created some distance. Let's go down the other hallway. Alright, well, no time has passed for you. But I stopped the video here and I went to make coffee and then I decided to go to sleep. And I'm glad I did. Because now it's after work, Friday night, and I'm ready to continue. But judging from the last video, this has already gone on for about 24 minutes, so I think I'll clear the next floor if I can, and then continue on the next video. Let's go down this staircase here. We can't get there. I have a feeling that staircase is not very friendly. We'll try this one here. So far so good. We should have ate something before we went down there. Never wise to fight hungry as a spellcaster. I'll eat these pears. Both of them. And we still have no decent spells. Airstrike is a possibility. But ice magic is what we're probably looking for here. Have we not found Veomet yet? Apparently not. Okay. We must get a god. Here come the orcs. Okay, that's made a mess of things. Oh, and here's Pykel. Great. This floor is starting to look a little dangerous. I'd like to get a kill in, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. We can, however, confuse them and take a couple shots with our flail. I think we'd better get out of here. Too dangerous. If we start spending too much time on this floor, trouble is going to happen. Big trouble. There we go. Yeah, I knew there were ugly things or something around here. Ugly things seem to spawn a little earlier in the dungeon now. Luckily they are stupid and walk into flame clouds. I'm half tempted to eat a chunk of ugly thing flesh, but I don't think I will. That will cause a mutation. But I'm not going to push it. I've had good luck with mutations lately. There we go. We really need a spell. And this is the problem with being a wizard sometimes. You're stuck with magic dart for a long time. That's not going to do much good. Run away. Run away. Now I'm just fighting with the dire flail. Back to magic darts. And let's flee back to the relative safety of the staircase here. How much mana do we have? Perhaps not enough to deal with Pykel, so we will take this fellow upstairs. And dire flail him down. What are we training here? Spellcasting and dodging. Well, I guess that's alright. We need all the help we can get. Let's enchant this dire flail up. Might as well use it. It does offer protection, and it is a dire flail. Our strength is only 10, so it's only going to be so effective. Here comes another slave. Pykel's got to be around here somewhere. It would be nice if he came on the heel. Oh, there he is. Okay. I wanted to take him out in a narrow corridor like this, because usually he walks right into flames. Put another one there, hit him with a mephitic cloud, and casually rest beside him as he dies in the fire. And now we can dine on his corpse. Whip of Flaming. I might be wrong about this, but I find that the Flaming brand is better on powerful weapons. I think I mentioned this last video. I usually find whips and daggers of Flaming to be worse than normal daggers. And there, finally, is the temple. Veomet? Ah, there you are. I'm back into the fold, Veomet. I'm back into the flock. Okay. Veomet will help us out soon, but until then, let's consider what we can do here. Airstrike. That is a strict air spell. I have absolutely no air ability whatsoever. Oh, I do have a little bit. How did I get that? Oh, from Mephitic Cloud, that's right. However, I don't want to bother with it. Silence is not going to be of any use. The best thing I can actually do is to memorize Call Imp. I'm going to drop Swiftness in there. Swiftness has now been somewhat nerfed. Well, I guess greatly nerfed. No Swiftness, no. It makes you go 33% faster for the duration of the spell, and then it makes you go 33% slower. So it's still useful to get away from monsters, as long as you can lose them. Break line of sight for long enough. Do I have repel missiles? I probably should have memorized that. But let's just take our chances. You know what? I think I will memorize repel missiles. And that means getting our charms up a little bit. Let's do it. Spellcasting can probably go off around 12 or so for a while, until I get upset at it being low. I don't know why. I like getting my spellcasting higher than I probably should. Okay, here we go. Quarterstaff of Protection. We already have a Dire Flail. Book of Party Tricks. Summon Butterflies is in that, I think. Let's take a look. Well, Summon Butterflies is a useful spell. We already have Blink. Apportation is alright. Nothing that's going to help us too much there. Alright, onward we go. Hopefully we can find a book of some sort soon. Or Vehement gives us a decent ice blasting spell. He's not dying. And his rocks are annoying. There we go. Well, you guys are foolishly standing around some lava, so let's just confuse you and hope you wander right into it. We'll have to get Psyche there, or Psyche, or whatever the hell her name is. Fortunately, these foolish humans are annoyingly standing in the hallway and not falling into the lava. There we go. Couple of lava kills there. Probably one of my favorite ways to dispose of enemies. Let's see if we can get another shot in on Psyche. No. This would be a good time to Mephitic Cloud her. Oh, there she goes. And that brings our charms up to level 2. That's good enough for now. Let's keep something defensive on. I think fighting is probably our best option right now. And we'll just keep pecking away with our Dire Flail here. And that's how to clear a room. For a reward of 7 gold pieces. Alright. Let's do one more floor and I'll work on uploading the video. Shock is something I don't want. Thank you, Vehemets. Can't you see I have an affinity for ice? Don't make me angry at you again. But Vehement's a very useful god for a character like this, who doesn't necessarily have high intelligence and doesn't have a great deal of spellcasting ability, like a deep elf. Let's see what the scroll is. Random useless. All things considered, though, I'm starting to come to the realization, and if you can believe it, it's been a long time, that classes like this are actually easier to play than deep elves due to their insane fragility. Deep elves can be pretty tricky. That's not working. This might work. Didn't work. I'll have to use the old blink magic dark trick. Oh, I'm going to be so happy when I get Throw Icicle online and I can actually blast these guys with one shot. I'm so sick of pegging them down with magic darts. But yeah, I was saying, lately I've been playing a lot of wizards like this. My new job comes with a bit of an office. And in that office is a computer. And seeing as I am a break-fix sort of guy, when nothing's broken, there's not much to do. Alright, where's the sand? I want to get in there. There we go. Sorry, I'm barging through. In we go. Ah, it just closed. Being a wizard is pretty good to deal with that, or at least having Conjure Flame is. All the undead walk mindlessly into their flame clouds. It's pretty easy to clear out. And Throw Frost is a fairly useless spell, but we are going to get it anyway just to train up our ice magic. Everything else can go off because I want ice up a little bit. We'll get at least a few levels in ice, and perhaps that will convince Feomet to grant us some ice spells. Ring of Fire we don't want. It's our breath weapon. Frost, yeah. We haven't had much luck with that, have we? No, there we go again. See, as a deep elf, I would have to be incredibly careful about standing next to a creature like that. But I have, what, almost 80 hit points now. Draconians are pretty hardy. And having to spend a little extra time to train up your spells is not the end of the world. Oh, what do we have here? Slimes! And jellies. Easy to kill. They used to be a lot more difficult. I'm familiar with that vault. There's my royal jelly, or 6 of them I think, which is a pretty good haul. Much better than that 7 gold I found in the other vault. There we go. Let's try on this ring. That is a ring we do not want. -3 of protection. I suppose we could probably get rid of that halberd too, though we have the strength to carry it. We'll get rid of these wands. And of course the cursed ring. And let's identify some of the potions and hope for a beneficial mutation. There we go. Ask and ye shall receive. Let's glug it down, and we feel jittery. That means we can blink at will. Unfortunately, that is something I don't want because I can already blink, and blinking at will costs 4 hit points, as well as hunger. My normal blink costs 2 mana points and no hunger. Let's Throw Frost is F. Let's start using that a little bit. Throw Frost is, once you get the power up, at first it seems terrible because it's fairly inaccurate, But once you get its power up, it's not too bad. Is this Gargoyle? Wow. Okay, run. And suddenly we're in trouble. Potion of Curing. That gives us some hit points. Luckily the frog is beside us. A quick blink, a mephitic cloud, and we're alright. That gargoyle was dynamite. Of course we don't have much in the way of spells to kill him. And I think he's probably resistant to frost. Resistant to cold. That would seem pretty standard for your average gargoyle. Gonna risk mephiticking myself here. Throw up a couple flame clouds. Start hitting with my dire flail. Dazzling spray. Is that worth getting at the moment? This is what I really don't like about Feomet, this agony of deciding what spells to pick up. Sif Muna, I mean, my favorite ability of Sif Muna is the ability simply just to get rid of spells at will. Do I have any scrolls of amnesia? Yeah, I do. I can always use my book to get rid of the... wow. Let's give a shout and start setting up flame clouds. We want to funnel them in here, so we're going to leave a few spaces for them to crowd in. And yes, I want to get rid of that orc warrior as soon as, or the orc priest as soon as possible. Fortunately, there's another one there. Acid burns. My cloak and hat are corroded. And I'm standing right beside him like a fool. That has lowered our armor class by 2 points. Let's retreat. It's your fault. Alright, there's absolutely no point wearing a -1 hat. Or a -1 cloak. Maybe we'll find another one, and there's the gargoyle. Let's take a look at him. Hideous winged monster, somehow brought to life. Looks dangerous. He certainly is. Immune to poison and negative energy, resistant to electricity. Well, he also has Stone Arrow, which is not a pleasant spell to deal with. Although it's considerably better than it was in 0.11. There we go, that wasn't too bad. That didn't do much. Oh. Oh, he's right beside me. Luckily, I've got nothing else to corrode. Oh, yes I do. The gloves. Which are now -2 gloves. I'm not having much luck with these ugly things. I almost feel like eating them and mutating myself, but I won't. Perhaps this frog will cheer me up with a good meal, and he does. I've been gaining Feomet piety rather quickly here. Am I wearing an amulet of faith? I am not. Let's continue identifying these potions. That's not something you want to put off when the game starts to get difficult. When you're backed into a corner, you want as many options as possible. And as usual, I identify the single potions once. Those are more likely to be interesting potions. Heal wounds is a good one to know, and here's the last identify scroll. Restore abilities. Let's take a chance and chug the 2 metallic potions. That's might. Okay. And here's a troll. Trolls are nice to fight in narrow corridors, as they will generally walk into fire. Might need a little prompting with a mephitic cloud there. I'm not sure I like the looks of this. There are some fairly nasty creatures associated with lava. I'm starting to like the looks of this a little more. Let's fly across. Lindworms. I don't know if lindworms are something I want to deal with right now. Or maybe they are. Ow, maybe not. How's my flight doing? Oh no. I think I fell into lava here. No, not yet. I have to get away. This is a huge risk. I shouldn't have done this. I've lost more than half my hit points in one shot. My best bet now is to hit them with another mephitic cloud and then get on dry land. One of the lindworms has fallen into lava. Is he still around? Yes, he is. Damn. How can he be so nimble-footed? There we go. Alright, that was a big chance, but the reward seems to be worth it. Looks like there are a couple artifact rings here. Oh, yes. Which are my favorite kind of rings. Artifact rings. Small bronze ring and an enchant scroll. And unfortunately there's no way out of here now. I will have to dive. Let's drop these. It's possible I can blink across. I don't think it'll let me blink into lava. Let's take out the sky beast here. He is flying though, so... Glowing war axe, glowing broad axe. Oh, here's the war axe. I haven't started training a weapon, so it might be worth picking these up just to see what they are. There we go. And we've escaped the lava. So, that's just my style of play. Normally... Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna check that ring. Anybody that's any good at this game would have left that alone for later and come back for it. I'm just too greedy. We have one scroll of identify. Probably worth identifying the artifact. Okay, let's identify the second one. Alright, these are a couple of good rings here. This one provides ice. And what that's going to do is... No, not wizard mode. I always do that. That's going to give me a level of resist cold. It's going to take away a level of resist fire. I can put on the ring of fire, and that, I believe, will even me out. Or I could put on nothing but the ring of magical power. I don't need the rage, so that's essentially just a ring of ice. Yeah, I think we're going to keep that ring off. Now we're resist fire. It's probably better to be resist fire than resist cold, so let's keep the ring of fire on for now until we find something better. Let's also try out these weapons. Chopping. Venom. And the scimitar is not branded. The broadaxe is enchanted very nicely, but I want the extra protection. It's more valuable to me at this point. Although my Armor class will go up as I gain level. Now we're at +7. Still, 12 armor class is not anything to scream about. I believe these guys are resistant to cold, and there we go. I got drained a little bit, but that's to be expected when you fight whites. Static discharge. Why are you giving me all these air spells? Static discharge is... it's a spell I've tried to like many, many times, but I just don't. If you have resistance to electricity, it's not too bad. And that's the thing about the air spells. They're less powerful than the other schools, and they're just sloppy. Okay, I'm not gonna kill that butterfly anymore. They're just sloppy. I had one of the air draconians the other day. His breath attack was random lightning, and it's pretty useless. It just bounces lightning around in a random direction. You can't aim it. I think the air school needs a rethink. One more level? Oh no, this will make it nearly an hour video. So we'll leave it here for now, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I suppose we will enter the lair. Let's see what we have to deal with in the lair. That's a nice starting point. We will start conquering the lair when we are back. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.